Hi guys. So it's that time of year again, time for the Winter Biannual Bibliothon. If you have been living under a rock and don't know what the Biannual Bibliothon is, it's a readathon that runs twice a year, so bi-annually, once in the winter and once in the summer. This round is going to be from January the 12th, which is a Saturday, to Friday the 7th. Not 7th, that would be wrong. Friday the 18th. Wow. I will leave links to the Biannual Bibliothon channel in the link below, as well as all the hosts. All that being said, I take part in this readathon each round. The last couple of years I haven't done any video challenges, which has really annoyed me, but you know, such is life. But I've always joined in with the reading challenges. Because this readathon runs for 7 days. There's a reading challenge a day. You can double up on the challenges, but you can't triple up on the challenges. And as you guessed from the title of the video, this is my TBR. So let's get into it. The first reading challenge is read the group book, and this round's group book is Empress of All Seasons by Emiko Jean. I have not heard anything about this book other than the tiny snippet that I think Kaz said in the actual Biannual Bibliothon Reading Challenges video, and I don't want to hear any more about it. It sounds cool. Hopefully I'm gonna like it. The second challenge is to read one of the hosts' 5-star reads. I chose Kassie's pick, which was Summer of Salt, because Kassie does the Sassy Book Club along with Chelsea from Chelsea Dolling Reads. I've been also part of the Sassy Book Club. I've even co-hosted on a few of their live shows. I know that Kassie and Chelsea absolutely love this book. It's been on my list for a while, pretty much since Chelsea raved about it. It was very kismet with the, okay, you can pick this for the Biannual Bibliothon, and also we're going to be reading it for the Sassy Book Club in January, so I was like, win-win. So I will be reading that one. I'll be reading this on my Kindle, which is not my favourite way to imbibe the books, which does play in later. Obviously it's January, it's a little tight after Christmas, so trying to do this readathon on a budget. I had to choose the Kindle version, which was like £6 and change, versus the physical copy, which was I think about £13 plus. I'm sure I can deal with reading on my Kindle. Plus, I bought my Kindle for a reason. To use it. I haven't been, because, you know, moving on. The third challenge is to read a book that got you into reading. Now, there was so many that I could have picked for this. I think one of the main ones that I would have picked would have been the first book in the Making Out series by Catherine Applegate. I've talked about this book series loads on my channel already, which is surprising since I've not made a video in forever. But I am currently rereading through the whole series, so I didn't want to kind of stop where I am right now and then go back to the first book. So I was like, what else kind of got me back into reading? I was going to pick a Rick Riordan book because the Percy Jackson series is kind of like my Harry Potter. It was the one that I found by myself. It was the one that I waited for every time the next book was coming out. But, well, I'm going to be reading some sizable books, so what else really sparked my love for reading? And I have to say it would have to be Roald Dahl's George's Marvellous Medicine. If you don't know who Roald Dahl is, you need to get yourself a clue kind of quickly. Well, that's kind of mean, but you seriously hit up Goodreads. I remember this being one of my favourite books as a kid, so I'm really happy to be jumping back into this. Also, the Roald Dahl books are illustrated by Quentin Blake, and he has a really fun, sketchy art style, which also I think could have sparked my love for illustration and art. So it's kind of a twofer for me anyway. The next challenge, which is challenge 4, is read an adult book. I had trouble with this. Was it a case of just read a book that's not aimed at YA and middle grade kids books, or is it read an adult book? But it was, no, it was just read an adult book. So I was like, okay, darn it, no smut for me this readathon. Well, I guess it could have been, but I decided to go with Stephen Fry's The Stars Tennis Balls. It's pretty chunky. I absolutely love Stephen Fry. I've never actually read one of his books though, and there is a challenge going to that later, but I'm not using that one for this. This is basically the Count of Monte Cristo, but set in the 1980s, I think. I can't remember when the Count of Monte Cristo is set. And granted, I do have the Count of Monte Cristo, and I do really, really want to read it. But, so this is The Stars Tennis Balls. And this is the Count of Monte Cristo by Alexander Dumas. And you might think there's not much in it, but this one is the beautiful cloth-bound classic. But because it is the cloth-bound classic, it has those really, really thin Bible pages. So it might not seem that daunting for a readathon. I think I could possibly manage it if this was the only thing I had to focus on, but I don't. So I'll be going with this one. The next challenge is I can't say challenge twice. Anyway, the next challenge is challenge 5, and this is combine your favourite genre with your least favourite format. Now, for absolutely ages, I've wanted to read saga. So I will be reading saga. I really wanted to get this physical copy, but times be tight. So I hopped onto Amazon, and luckily for me, I have Kindle Unlimited, and I noticed that it was there to read for free. One of my favourite genres is sci-fi, and I don't always grab for graphic novels, so that's why I picked saga, and I think it's just an added amp-up test that I've chosen to read it on Kindle because, like I said, it's not my favourite format to read from. So that's like 2 formats that aren't my favourite, and hopefully a book that is absolutely amazing, so I won't care. And challenges 6 and 7 I am combining. They are read a book you don't like the cover of, and challenge 7 is read from an author you've never read from before. My partner pulled this out for me and was like, have you ever read this? And I was like, no, the cover's disgusting. Aha! So my pick will be Threshold by Ursula K. Le Guin. This cover is absolutely vile. I ain't kidding. It's disturbing. And I can't believe I've never actually read one of her books before. So, challenge 6 and 7. So, I have a tiny stack of physicals and my handy Kindle, which I just totally hit myself in the face with. So, this is what I will be reading during the Biannual Bibliothon. I am also hoping to vlog throughout the readathon to see how well I do. If you like this video, leave any comments down below. Tell me what you're reading for the Biannual Bibliothon. If you're going to participate in any of the video challenges, I will be taking part this year. Well, that will be up when the readathon actually happens. So, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!